As time passes, the number of Muslims, originally small, has not diminished. The intense struggle to uphold the message of this religion has not led to its extinction. Truth is indeed indestructible. Every day, more and more people are becoming its adherents. Similarly, the population of Medina, one of the centers of the spread of Islam in its early days, has already embraced Islam. When Muslims were few in number, it was not difficult for them to gather together to perform congregational prayers. Now, this is no longer easy, given that each resident has a diverse range of activities. The intense busyness of each person certainly has the potential to cause forgetfulness or negligence in performing prayers on time. And of course, if this continues to happen, one can wonder what will become of the Muslim community. This is a serious problem that requires immediate resolution. At that time, there was no proper way to call people to prayer. People usually gathered in their respective mosques according to their own time and opportunity. Only when a sufficient number of people had gathered would congregational prayer begin. The dynamics of thought above gave rise to the need to find a method that could be used as a means to remind and call people to prayer on time. Many ideas were proposed. Some suggested that when prayer time arrived, a fire be lit on a high place where people could easily see it, or at least the smoke could be seen even from a distance. Others suggested ringing a bell. Still others suggested blowing a goat's horn. In short, many suggestions arose. The suggestions above were quite representative. However, many companions disagreed, and some even openly rejected them. The reason was simple: these were old methods typically practiced by the Jews. Apparently, many companions were concerned about the image that would be created if the methods of the infidels were used. So it was agreed to find other methods. Then, there was a suggestion from Umar Ardada if someone was appointed to act as a caller to the Muslims to prayer at every prayer time. This suggestion seemed to be accepted by everyone. The Prophet also agreed. Now the question is, how can it be done? Abu Dawud narrates that Abdullah bin Zayd Ardada narrated the following. When the way to call the Muslims to prayer was discussed, one night in my sleep, I had a dream. I saw someone carrying a bell. I approached the person and asked him if he had any intention of selling the bell. If so, I asked him to sell it to me instead. The person instead asked, "What for?" I replied, "That by ringing the bell, we can call the Muslims to perform prayer." The person said again, "Will you teach me a better way?" And I replied, "Yes." Then he said again, and this time in a very loud voice, "Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar." When I woke up the next day, I met Rasulullah and told him about the dream. And he said, "That's a dream that is actually real. Stand next to Bilal and teach him how to say that sentence. He has to say the call to prayer like that, and he has a very loud voice." Then I did that with Bilal. Apparently, Umar Ardada also experienced a similar dream. He also told it to Rasulullah. The Prophet thanked Allah SWT for all this.